In 2017, an 11-year-old British boy named Alex Batty vanished without a trace. What started as a family vacation to Spain quickly turned into one of the most mysterious missing child cases in Europe. For 6 long years, nobody knew where he was, whether he was safe, or if he would ever come home again. Then suddenly, in the middle of rural France, a teenager walking alone on a dark mountain road changed everything. This is the unbelievable story of kidnapped Alex Batty. Alex Batty was born in the United Kingdom and lived under the care of his grandmother, Susan Caruana. She had legal guardianship of him because of concerns surrounding his mother's lifestyle and beliefs. In September 2017, Alex traveled to Spain with his mother, Melanie Batty, and his grandfather for what was supposed to be a short holiday. But Alex never came back. When the scheduled return date passed, alarm bells immediately started ringing. His grandmother contacted authorities, and a missing persons investigation began. Police soon realized that Alex had likely been taken by his own mother and grandfather. Investigators believe the adults had intentionally disappeared with him and were trying to avoid being found. For years, there were almost no solid leads. The case gained attention across the UK and Europe because nobody understood how an entire family could seemingly vanish. Some believed they were hiding in Spain. Others thought they may have moved through different countries under false identities. But as time passed, hope slowly began to fade. Meanwhile, Alex was living a completely different life far away from normal society. According to later reports, Alex, his mother, and his grandfather moved between isolated communities in Spain, Morocco, and France. They reportedly lived an off-grid lifestyle, staying in tents, caravans, temporary camps, and remote communes far from authorities. His mother was said to hold strong anti-government beliefs. She distrusted schools, institutions, and modern systems. Instead of giving Alex a traditional upbringing, the family chose a nomadic lifestyle focused on avoiding mainstream society. For Alex, that meant no stable home, no normal education, and no real childhood. As the years passed, Alex grew older while constantly moving from place to place. He later explained that life during those years felt unstable and uncertain. Sometimes there was little money. Sometimes there was no schooling at all. He spent long periods disconnected from the outside world. What makes the story even more emotional is that Alex reportedly still loved his mother deeply despite everything that happened. He did not describe his childhood as violent in the traditional sense. Instead, it was emotionally complicated. He was isolated from normal life, but still emotionally attached to the people who had taken him away. That emotional conflict became one of the defining parts of the kidnapped Alex Batty case. Then came the turning point. By late 2023, Alex was now 17 years old. According to his own account, the group he was living with planned to relocate again, possibly to Finland. At that moment, Alex realized he could not continue living this way forever. He wanted stability. He wanted education. He wanted a future. Most importantly, he wanted control over his own life. So he made a decision that would change everything. Without telling anyone, Alex left. He reportedly walked for days through the foothills of the Pyrenees Mountains in southern France, carrying only a skateboard, a flashlight, and a small amount of belongings. Alone and exhausted, he wandered through freezing rural roads, searching for help. Then, in the middle of the night, a delivery driver named Fabian Axedini spotted him walking beside the road. At first, the driver thought Alex looked suspicious because it was so late, and the teenager appeared tired and dirty. But after speaking with him, he realized something was seriously wrong. Alex calmly explained who he was. He said he was a missing British boy who had disappeared years earlier. Imagine hearing that in the middle of the night from a teenager standing alone on a mountain road. The driver allowed Alex into his vehicle and contacted authorities. Soon after, police confirmed the unbelievable truth. The teenager found in France really was Alex Batty. After 6 years missing, kidnapped Alex Batty had finally been found alive. News of his discovery spread around the world almost instantly. People who remembered the original disappearance were shocked. Many could not believe that Alex had managed to escape and rescue himself after spending so many years hidden from society. When Alex finally contacted his grandmother, one message stood out. He reportedly told her simply that he wanted to come home. That moment marked the end of a nightmare that had lasted more than half a decade. But returning home did not instantly solve everything. Alex now had to rebuild a normal life after spending much of his teenage years disconnected from society. He had missed years of education and social development. He also faced the emotional reality that the people who raised him during those years were the same people who had taken him away. One of the most surprising aspects of the story is that Alex later said he did not hate his mother. In interviews and documentaries, he described having mixed emotions. He understood that what happened was wrong, but he also believed his mother thought she was protecting him from a world she distrusted. That complexity makes this story far more than a simple kidnapping case. It raises difficult questions about parental influence, isolation, belief systems, and what happens when children are removed from society for ideological reasons. It also highlights how emotional bonds can survive even in situations that outsiders see as clearly harmful. In 2025 and 2026, Alex began speaking more openly about his experience. He participated in interviews and documentaries where he explained what life was really like during those missing years. For the first time, the public heard directly from the boy at the center of the mystery. He described feeling torn between two worlds. One world was the isolated off-grid life he had always known during those years. The other was the normal society he had been separated from as a child.